Good morning, one and all. Today I am starting the problems on economic aspects of power generation. Okay, in the previous class, we already discussed about the various definitions or various formulas that will be related to the economical aspects of power generation. Now, in the present class, we do the problems that will be related to the some economical aspects of power generation. Okay, before going to discuss about the economical problems and economical aspects of power generation, first, what is meant by the load curve? Okay, that already discussed in the previous class. What is meant by the load curve? The graph that will be drawn in between the load versus with respect to the time. Okay, the graph that will be drawn with respect to the time. That means, okay, that is 20 megawatts uptime 0 to 2 hours, and 40 megawatts that will be uptime 2 hours, and 50 megawatts that will be uptime 2 hours, and 80 megawatts uptime 4 hours. Okay, like that we will draw the load curve for the given data. Okay, by using this load curve, how we will draw the load duration curve? Okay, first of all, you draw the load curve. Okay, after that we will draw the load duration curve. Okay, how that load duration curve will be drawn? That means from maximum to maximum load point to the minimum load point. Okay, in this load curve, okay, what is the maximum load? 80 kilowatts is the maximum load. How many hours that 80 kilowatts will be uptime? That is 10 to 14. That means 4 hours. Okay, therefore 4 hours the 80 megawatts will be uptime. Okay, therefore we draw the 0 to 4 hours 80 megawatts. Okay, after that, what is the maximum peak demand? That is 50 megawatts. How many hours that 50 megawatts? That is 14 to 16 and also 6 to 8. Total 4 hours. Okay, total the 50 megawatts is uptime 4 hours. Okay, next coming to the maximum peak is 40. Okay, how many hours that 40 megawatts? That is 2 to 4. Okay, that means 2 hours we obtain the maximum demand, that is 40 megawatts from 8 to 10. Okay, next coming to the next peak demand is 30. Okay, the 30 megawatts is uptime. How many hours? That is 16 to 20. Okay, therefore 16 to 20 means the 4 hours. Okay, 16 to 20 means 4 hours. Okay, we obtain the 4 hours for 60 to 20. Okay, next coming to the 20 megawatts. Okay, how many hours the 20 megawatts uptime? That is 20 to 22. 20 to 22. Okay, 20 to 22 and also 0 to 2. Okay, total 4 hours that load will be uptime. Okay, this is the load curve and this is the load duration curve. Okay, from this load curve we will obtain the load duration curve. Okay, this is the load duration curve. Okay, how we will draw the load duration curve means from maximum peak to the minimum peak. Okay, the load duration curve is drawn from maximum peak to the minimum peak. Okay, what is the maximum peak? That is 80 megawatts. Next one is 50 megawatts. Next one is 40 megawatts. Next one is 30 megawatts. Next one is 20 megawatts. Okay, and then we calculate how many hours for that each megawatts. How many hours for each of that megawatts? Okay, that is the load curve and the load duration curve. Okay, this is the graph that will be drawn in between the load versus time. Okay, understand ma? This is the graph that will be drawn in between the load versus with respect to the time. Okay, this is the load duration curve. Okay, understand ma? This is the load duration curve. Next, The load curve indicates the variations of the load, but loads are in the descending order of magnitudes. Okay, this load duration curve indicates the variations of the load, but all the loads are in the descending order. Okay, but all the loads are in the descending order. Okay, the loads of magnitudes, okay, that is the loads towards the right and the left loads. Okay, that is the loads towards the right and the left loads. Okay, this load curve gives the distribution between the various generating units can be predetermined. Okay, therefore this load curve gives the distribution between the various generating units. Okay, understand ma? The load curve is obtained from the same data as the load curves. Okay, but there is some difference between the load curve and the load duration curve. Okay, what is the difference between load curve and the load duration curve? Okay, sorry. The load duration curve will be drawn from the maximum point to the minimum point. That gives the variations of the load, but all the loads are in the descending order. But all the loads are in the descending order. Okay, therefore the load duration curve is obtained from the same data as the load curve. But these are arranged in the order of descending magnitude. Okay, but these are arranged in the order of the descending magnitudes. Okay, the area under the load curve and load duration curves are equal. Okay, therefore the area under the load curve and the load duration curves are equal. Okay, when we are observing this load curve and the load duration curve, the area for both the curves are equal. Both load curve and load duration curve gives the equal area, but there is a difference between load curve and the load duration curve is it is in the ascending order. Okay, it gives the variations for the load, but in the descending orders. Okay, but in the descending orders. Okay, this is the difference between the load duration curve and this is the load curve. Okay, next coming to the problems. Okay, next coming to the problems on economical aspects of power generation. First, coming to the first problem. Okay, the generating station has a connected load of 43 megawatts. Okay, therefore, the generating station has a connected load of 43 megawatts and the maximum demand of 20 megawatts. Okay, therefore, the total connected load is 43 megawatts and the maximum demand is 20 megawatts. Okay, the units generated, okay, therefore, the units generated is 61.5 into 10 power 6 per annum. Okay, the number of units generated is 61.5 into 10 power 6 per annum. Okay, calculate. First bit is the demand factor. Second one is the load factor. Okay, we are calculating that demand factor and the load factor. Okay, coming to the solution. Okay, first demand factor. Okay, what is the formula for the demand factor? That is the maximum demand by connected load. Okay, it is the ratio of maximum demand to the connected load. Okay, in the question we already given that is connected load is 40 megawatts and the maximum demand is 20 megawatts. Okay, the connected load is 40 megawatts. Okay, therefore the maximum demand is 20 megawatts. Okay, this is the demand factor. Okay, therefore the demand factor is equal to the maximum demand by connected load. Okay, that means 20 by 43, that is equal to 0.46 megawatts. Okay, this is the demand factor. Okay, next, what is the second bit? That is load factor. What is the second bit? That is load factor. Okay, what is the formula for that load factor? That is average load by maximum demand. Okay, what is the formula for that load factor? That is average load by maximum demand. Okay, what is the average load formula? That is number of units generated in a year by hours in a year. Okay, what is the average load? That is the formula for average load is equal to number of units generated in a year by hours in a year. Okay, what is the number of units that will be generated? The number of units generated is being 61.5 into 10 power 6. 61.5 into 10 power 6 by hours. Okay, how many hours are there? That is 365 into 24. That is 365 into 24 hours. Okay, that is equal to 61.5 into 10 power 6 by 8760. Okay, 365 into 24 is the 8760. That will be equal to the 7020.5. Okay, that is the average load. Okay, understand ma? That is the average load. Okay, next coming to the load factor. Next coming to the load factor. Okay, what is the formula for that load factor? Okay, that is equal to average load by maximum demand. Okay, what is the formula for load factor? Average load by maximum demand. Okay, what is the average load? That is 7020.5 is the average load. And what is the maximum demand? Okay, that will be given in the question. The maximum demand is 20 megawatts. Okay, therefore the maximum demand is 20 megawatts. Therefore the load factor is equal to 351.025 megawatts. Therefore the load factor is equal to 351.25 megawatts. Okay, this is the load factor. Next, coming to the second problem. Next, coming to the second problem, a generating station has the following daily load cycles. Okay, therefore, the generating station has the following daily load cycles. Okay, in this problem, we are giving the time with respect to the loads. Okay, the time will be represented in hours, the load will be represented in megawatts. Okay, therefore, 0 to 6 hours, 6 to 10, 10 to 12, 12 to 16, and 16 to 20, 20 to 24. Okay, therefore the loads are 40, 50, 60, 50, 70, and 40. Next, draw the curve. Okay, draw the curve. That is, first one is the maximum demand. Second one is the units generated per day. Third one is the average load. And fourth one is the load factor. Okay, first one is maximum demand. Second one is the unit generated per day. Third one is the average load. And fourth one is the load factor. Fourth one is the load factor. Okay, we will load curve, and also we will finding the maximum demands and number of units generated per day and average loads and load factors First, draw the load curve. Okay, how will we draw that load curve? Yeah, on the x-axis we are considering that is the time. On the x-axis we are considering that is the time. Okay, this is the time in 24 hours. Okay, then we are mentioned that is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22, 24. And watts are 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Okay, and then we draw the curve. Okay, time 0 to 6 hours, 40 megawatts. Okay, 0 to 6 hours, that is 40 megawatts. Okay, this is the 40 up to 0 to 6 hours. Okay, next 6 to 10 hours, 50. Okay, 6 to 10 hours, 50. 6 to 10, 50. Next 10 to 12, 60. Ten to 12, 60. Next 12 to 16, 50. Twelve to 16, 50 megawatts. Next 16 to 20, 70 megawatts. 16 to 20. Okay, 70 megawatts. Okay, this is the load curve. Okay, next, by using this load curve, how we will draw the load duration curve? Okay, first we draw the, how we will draw that load duration curve. First, on the x-axis, we are considering same, that is time 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. And this is the loads in megawatts, that is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Okay, first of all, what is the peak demand? That is 70. 70 megawatts in how many hours? 16 to 20, that is 4 hours. 0 to 4, we obtain the 70 megawatts. Next, what is the highest peak? That is 60. How many hours? 10 to 12, only 2 hours. 60 megawatts in 2 hours. Next, what is the highest peak? That is 50. How many hours? That is 6 to 10, 4 hours. Next, what is the highest peak? 40. How many hours? That is 2 to 6, 6 hours. Okay, 40, This is 50 and this is 60. Okay, 6 hours, that is 10 to 60. Okay, next. What is the highest peak? Only 40. Sorry, 50 megawatts is 4 hours plus 12 to 16. 4 for 8 hours. Okay, this is 8 hours. 6 to 10, 4 hours. 10 to 14, 8 hours. 50 megawatts in 8 hours. Next, 40 megawatts. 40 megawatts in 4 hours. That is up to 80. 40 megawatts in 4 hours. This is the procedure for drawing the load curve, and this is the load curve, and this is the load duration curve. Okay, this is the load curve and this is the load duration curve. Okay, understand ma? Okay, by using this load curve, we will find the maximum demand. What is the maximum demand? Highest peak is the maximum demand. Okay, what is the highest peak? That is 70 megawatts. Okay, therefore, the maximum demand is the highest peak. That is 70 megawatts. Next, what is the units generated per day? Okay, what is the units generated per day? That is 6 into 40. Number of units generated per day is 6 into 4, 60 into, sorry, 6 into 40. Number of units generated equal to 6 into 40 plus 50 into 448, 8 into 50. Plus 60. 60 into 2 hours plus 60 into 2 hours plus 70. 70 into 4 hours. Okay, this is the number of units shared per day. Okay, first, next, average load. Okay, what is the average load? Number of units generated per day by hours. How many hours are there? 24. Therefore, average load is equal to, this is the number of units generated by 24 hours. Next, coming to the load factor. Okay, what is the formula for load factor? Okay, that is average load by maximum demand. Okay, what is the formula for load factor? Okay, therefore, load factor is equal to average load by maximum demand. Okay, therefore, what is the average load? Okay, this is the average load and this is the value for that average load by maximum demand is 70 megawatts. Okay, this is the formula for that load factor. Okay, therefore, the load factor is equal to the average load by maximum demand. Okay, understand ma? The load factor is equal to the average load by maximum demand. This is the procedure for solving the problems that will be related to the various loads. Okay, this is the load curve that will be drawn in between the time versus load. And this is the maximum demand, 70 megawatts. at 16 to 20 hours. Okay, 70 megawatts at 16 to 20 hours. Okay, next units generated, that is the units generated will be given in the megawatts. That's why we will convert it into the kilowatts. Therefore, we multiplied with 10 power 3. Okay, therefore 10 cube into number of units generated. That is area under the units generated, that is 40 into 6 plus 50 into 4 plus 60 into 2 plus 50 into 4 plus 70 into 4 plus 40 into 4. Okay, that is the units generated in kilowatts. Okay, that is the units generated in kilowatts. Okay, next coming to the average load. Okay, next coming to the average load. Okay, what is the formula for average load? That is number of units generated per hours. Okay, what is the formula for average load? That is number of units generated per hours. Okay, what is the number of units generated? That is 1.2 into 10 power 6 is the number of units generated by hours is 24. Okay, next coming to the load factor. Okay, what is the formula for load factor? That is average load by maximum demand. Next, what is the formula for load factor? That is average load by maximum demand. Okay, what is the average load? Okay, what is the average load? That is 50,000 kilowatt hours is the average load. Okay, this therefore 15,000 kilowatts is the average load by maximum demand. Okay, what is the maximum demand? That is the highest peak. Okay, what is the maximum demand? That is the highest peak. Okay, this is the formula for finding the load factor. Okay, understand ma? First, by using this given data, first we will draw the load curve. Okay, this is the load curve graph that will be drawn in between the time to the load. That will be drawn in between the time to the load. Okay, on the x-axis we are considering that is the time, on the y-axis we are considering the load. Okay, therefore from this given data or the given table, okay, the load curve will be drawn like this. Okay, this is the load curve graph. Okay, by using this load curve, we obtain the values, that is the maximum demand, units generated, average load and load factor. Okay, what is the maximum demand? Highest peak is the maximum demand. Okay, understand ma? Highest peak is the maximum demand. Next, what is the units generated area? For that given load curve is the number of units generated, but it will be given in that megawatts. Therefore, it will be converted into the kilowatts. Why? Because means always the load will be there in the kilowatts. Okay, that is the main reason for converting that loads into the kilowatts. Okay, therefore 10 cube into 40 into 6 plus 50 into 4 plus 60 into 2 plus 50 into 4 plus 70 into 4 plus 40 into 4. Okay, this is the load curve. By using that load curve, okay, we will calculate the maximum demand and units generated. Okay, therefore we are calculating the average load. Okay, what is the formula for that average load? That is number of units generated by hours. Okay, what is the formula for average load? Number of units generated by hours. Okay, what is the number of units generated? 1.2 into 10 power 6 is the number of units generated by hours is 24. Okay, next load factor. Okay, what is the formula for load factor? Average load by maximum demand. Okay, what is that average load? 15,000 kilowatts by maximum demand. Okay, what is the maximum demand? That is highest peak. That is 70 into 10 cube is the highest peak. Okay, 70 into 10 cube is the highest peak. Okay, this is the formula for that load curve. Okay, therefore always the load, this is formula for load factor. Therefore always the load factor is less than 1. Therefore the value for load factor is always less than 1. Okay, understand, ma? In the next class, we are discussing about the some problems that will be related to the economical aspects of power generation. Okay, we are having the so much formulas, that is the plant use factor, plant capacity factor, reserve cap factor. Okay, by using that data, we calculate all the factors that will be related to the economical aspects of power generation. Okay, that's why we are remember those formulas and are factors that will be related to the economical aspects of power generation. Okay, understand, ma? Okay, we continue in the next class.